I'm like Rocky, getting ready to rumble. Are you ready to rumble? Okay, the warp man is back at it again. But anyway, I hope anybody who comes to watch me is doing great, fantastic, smiling, and feeling love and joy. And for me, this is always fun, and I'm always hoping to engage in insightful, intriguing, intellectual discourse that leads to provocative dialogue in the future with people promoting honesty and truth and justice for us all. But anyway, let me get to the gist of it. But let me take my time before I go in for the kill shot. But it's not really a kill shot. It's really to have conversations. I'm always trying to learn, so I always want to know what other people think. So hello to whoever's here. My brother Loso, I see you are here, and let me dive in. Do you know people who find their husbands or wives not attractive? I should, now I've heard women. I'm a man, so I've heard women say, "I don't like handsome men. I like unattractive men." But if you asked a woman today, is your husband ugly or unattractive? Would they admit it? Would they say it? Um, would people say it? Do you know somebody who like you've seen him or her? Because I got to be both ways. You're like, damn, how the hell they get together? Because it just doesn't look equivalent. It doesn't look balanced. Um, so I want to ask anybody who's tuning in to watch this interesting moment of stupidity that with honesty. Do you know anyone? Like, have you ever met somebody that that person deep down inside knows their spouse is not physically attractive or maybe mentally, maybe the other person, but they're still with them anyway. Let me read because also you started to go in. Yeah, he said, yes, I do know some. There's men that like ugly women because they don't want competition. Wow. I'm ignorant. So you know what? Like I said before, the beauty is always the spirit. So I've noticed some women that the average person wouldn't find to be conventionally beautiful. They're beautiful to me, even externally. However, have you ever met somebody that that like their person, their significant other or whatever situation they have, the person is not on the exterior attractive, but they still are aroused and they still have a beautiful relationship or um, sex life or whatever it is. And I just wonder, um, are people honest about that? Like let's say your husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever you do is not attractive. Somebody said, "Damn, yo, it is ugly." And they'd be like, "I know my it is ugly, but I don't care, because I love him." And this is what I think. He said, "My auntie, uncle, and my auntie." I wonder if two people that are externally unattractive, are they really attracted to each other, or do they love each other for convenience? I just wonder, are they both see the beauty? Are they like Shallow Hall? Like, she looked big to everybody else, but to you, she's like, damn, she's fine. She's my Heather Locklear. She's my Holly Berry. She's my Angela Bassett. he's my he's my Brad Denzel. With a little bit of Shamar thrown in, with a little Loso put there. No, he looked like Todd the Troll Hobbit. I'm sorry, but anyway, even though I say some silly things, this is really to have a dialogue. And I know beauty is all in the eye of the beholder. I know that, but still, um, I would love to know, like, if somebody is married or in a relationship with somebody they find unattractive, what stimulates you if they're external, if they're really not, if they look like they got hit by uh, she eat ton of bricks. Try to work on my cursing because I like to curse. But this is not just. I want to have a dialogue. So if anybody wants to hop on, I will post the link in the chat. Now let somebody say, Charles, how dare you? How dare you say things like this? But really, I'm just having fun. I have dialogues about everything, but this is one that I think is not really too controversial, but it's real, and it's something that people really probably want to speak about, but they won't. You know, it's some dude that he. I'm gonna be real. Some dude was locked up in a slammer, and this chick started putting stuff in my books, and I was like, I need that. Then when I got out, she was like, I could stay with her. And she wasn't fine, but damn, she started cooking me food, and next thing you know, she just started looking beautiful. And I was like, man, this is awesome. And I know she ain't the finest. She not the finest hippo in the herd. She not the finest antelope, the bunch. Her horns ain't the sharpest, but damn, you know. Next thing you know, yeah, I know it, but I love her. You know, Hey, listen, I met this guy, and I just left my husband just divorced me because he cheated, and I had these 3 kids, and he looked like Grimlock, Grimlock and Shiny the Ant mixed in one. I was like, ugh. But he was such a sweet man. And next thing you know, we was having a baby. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I would love to know what people think. That's what I think. I think there are a lot of people that and they spouse or they whoever they with, they're not extremely beautiful, but there's something about them that they found to make them magically unite, like Voltron. They linked up like a tag team wrestling, and it was like Grimlock and the Beauty and the Beast. They make movies about it because we know it's real. But are people really open to have dialogues about it? Are you open to say, "Hey, my name is um, Beautiful Queen Number One, and this is my husband. My husband is called but fuck the face, but fuck the face. You get fuck after you but fuck the face, but fuck the face. But he so is good to me. So I know people is not going to join in, but a lot of stuff for me is to laugh and get other people to laugh and to be honest because you know what, beauty is all in the eye of the beholder. But sometimes some people are just foobar. Um, Foobar. If you don't know what it is, Google it. But it's up beyond all recognition. Bugged up beyond all. Not working. You understand? So you can say something that's a curse, but it's not a curse because it still means the same. If I said, "Who you a fuck up?" I said fuck uh up. It still means the same thing, right? Say it faster. Put this on super speed, and it may come out perfectly. So I'm just having fun, but I would love to. Do you know people who find their husband or wife not attractive? And you know what? I'm about to get on this real hard because most people are not going to join in on this. But you know what? I hear a lot of brothers complaining. I got to talk about brothers. It's probably sisters too, but I'm talking about brothers because my brother and I see it. You complaining about women and not choosing you. Brothers do that. However, my statement is, well, you're not just externally unattractive. Your mentality is unattractive. Because I've seen brothers with a hell of a messed up visage. Visage. I can't even say visage. Their visage is messed up. But because they're beautiful internally, they are extremely attractive. So they may be externally. They may look like Yoda. they may look like Yoda and Anakin after the fire. I got to use two. Saruman from Saruman and Voldemort all rolled into one, but they're still getting ladies. So the for the man, I can't speak for the ladies, but for most men, for ladies picking men, even though they love a beautiful dude, but this could be a fantasy. Charles, it's not true. They don't like us. I'm 5'6", and she'll never date me. Maybe it's true. Maybe you need to get your bankroll up. Tricking. Maybe your best option. I'm joking. Oh, sorry, but I really want to know what other people think. I have no problem dropping the links and having people get in and tell me how ignorant I am. I don't know what I'm talking about because damn it, I really don't. But I still want people to tell me what they think. And I want to find women like Pamela say, hell yeah, I seen. We don't mix, baby. I am called water. You are called vinegar oil with doodle sauce in it. I ain't putting none of that in me. She eat in me. It's not gonna happen. Now, you go get a little Clorox and dissipate all that nastiness that is you, and you get a little spray smell, and I may let you get a drop of this water. But I'm not the average water. I'm alkaline mountain spring water with a little bit of minerals. You used to that tap water, so I'm telling you, you got to clean up a little bit. I'm joking, but I'm sorry, but that's what I want to know, man. Do you know people who find their husband? I said husbands because there's more than one. If you find people that find their husband or wife unattractive, but if they do find their husband or wife unattractive, what connected them with them if they're both externally not that attractive? Because I believe that I've seen some of the most amazing loving couples, and you be like, really? You look like a Barbie, and he looked like the most nastiest used up Q-tip with a fat belly. the Barbie says, I love his dirty drawers. And he'd be like slapping her on the butt. Go make me a plate, baby. Oh, Q-tip, Q-tip wax head, you're so awesome. I just love him. And you'd be like, how did that happen? And what reality? And this, I must be in some Donnie Darko, some bubble pocket universe for that to happen. Hamlet says, love is blind. I find cuteness in some of the ugliest things and I adore them. I understand that. You know, some of the women that I find attractive do like, ugh. Girls like, ugh. I'm like, you tripping? You really think she's fine? I'm like, yeah. Charles, why? Well, first, maybe I like her smile, her laugh. Certain things attract me. It doesn't take physical, but I still find this topic funny, and I still love people to say what they got to say. Yeah, you know, I always try to open things up. I think it's more fun. Like people, I'm gonna be honest about me. Like I'm not ever honest. I'm a geek who likes to have fun. I like to work out a lot. I eat whatever, but I eat. I do a lot of intermittent fasting. I eat kind of well. Like I'm telling you what I ate so far. I've had a sweet potato. I ate a couple pieces of dried mango. I like that. And I had cauliflower pizza with mozzarella and some organic handmade and marinara type sauce. And I put in some organic, what do you call it, uncured pepperoni because I don't mind eating the swine. That Charles, it's bad for you. I'm a beef eater, but I also eat pork, and I also sometimes I go vegan. I just have a salad. My favorite salad is spinach kale with I put lemon and I put avocado. And I'm a cheese guy, even though I shouldn't. Eating that mucus, but it's good mucus. And I sprinkle it up and I shake it up. And sometimes I throw little berries, strawberries and blueberries, and I just eat it. It's delicious. Sometimes I just throw oranges and pecans. And it's like, but it tastes so good. It looks so horrible, but it tastes great. Let me get back to laughing. I'm sorry. Brother Loso says, I know men that like to date women with a beautiful body but an ugly face. I do too, man. Hey, Benjamin Chavez. I mean, I'm just having fun asking some questions. Do you know people who find their husband or wife not attractive, but you see them and they're loving couples, and you're like, wow, how did that happen? It's just curiosity. Curiosity. So it's like, damn, you Q-tip head. How did you get Snow Beautiful? You know, her Super Queen, Nubian Princess number one, or the native awesomeness. You know, the glamorous gal. So you know, I'm always curious to how that happens because you see a lot of couples that seem mismatched. You see one that's extremely attractive and the other one externally not so, but then you see the Grimlock got hit by the car face, grabbing his girl tushy. She's like, oh, he's so awesome, he's so handsome, and you be like, how did that connect? How did that magical happen? You see their kids looking like chimeras, like beautiful faces with a demon body. You're like oh, I'm sorry. Oh, what's the grimace? Look like grimace body. You look like grimace from McDonald's. But the faces is awesome. That's that connection. And I tell you, some of the connection, you don't even believe it. You know, people don't even like each other. And you say the magic word. Oh, I like liver with sour cream on top of it. And that magic happens. What, you like liver? I thought it was just me that like liver and sour cream. We were meant to be together. And then they're walking down the aisle, and everybody like, damn. What was the movie? Uh, she's all. I think she's all that, but it's about a geek, and he got with that. If you guys watched the Daredevil show, she was I forgot her name in the show, but I can't remember her name, but he was not fine, and she was supposed to be really fine in that movie. And she was in Star Trek, the second Star Trek, the revamped series, Into Darkness. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm doing, the geekness comes in, but I would love to hear what anybody else has to say. Life is great, man. Life is great. Sometimes I like dialogues. I wish more people would just dive in with me. You know what? I think that however you find quote unquote love, however you think love is, you know what? I'm telling you the truth. I understand love, but when people say romantic love, I don't understand the fantasy of that. But I understand when you're talking about when you say romance, that's not the chivalrous signs of display for a man and one woman. I think of romance as people that are infatuated each other on a sexual level, on a level where they want to. Because love doesn't have to be sexual, but when you say romantic love, that's a love that leads to copulation, to physical intimacy. So I don't think about it like the flowers and that's nothing. On a passion level is how I see it. So I'm always curious to people's thoughts of how does horrible Godzilla get beautiful unicorn? How does uh, either Beauty Beast or Beast or Beauty? How does Handsome get the witch? Like that's gonna be the man version. I'm gonna make that movie instead of Beauty and the Beast, and we'll call it Handsome and the Witch. And it's like, yeah, eat this apple, my pretty. And he'll be like, no, I'm not in your apple. I'm gonna eat your apple if you prove to me, you witch, you invited me to your house. I don't want to be here, witch. I just need you to eat this apple. But once she eat the apple, she's gonna turn beautiful. That's the next movie, Disney. Hey, give me rights. I came. They heard it here first. Handsome and the witch. Are the witch and gotta put the woman first. So witch and handsome. I'm sorry, that's not funny, Charles. But to me, it is. But when you see those type of connections, you're always like, wow, how did that happen? How did these two people become magnetized? Like you ever heard Chris Stuckman? He goes all the movie reviews, magnetized. How did y'all become magnetized to each other? Because you are a circle, and he's a square. They don't fit together. But somehow y'all made it work. What type of molecular connection did you guys have? That's what I want to know. So I know most people are not going to talk about it, but that's what I think. Let me read this. If your wife or husband doesn't find you attractive anymore, just wear a sexy fragrance. And yeah, there you go. The fragrance man right here. Hold on. You make me want to get up, man. I got some fragrances. Hold on. I gotta go do something. Don't you leave. Don't you leave, Benjamin. Don't you leave. I'm about to impress you. I want you to stay here. Hold on. You made me think about something. Hold on. And this. I got a secret. I gotta sell some products. Hold on. You don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Listen, I meant this is a joke, but it's gonna be a good joke. It's gonna be a good joke. Benjamin, can you hear me? I met this girl. This girl said, "You don't smell good. I don't like you." I was kind of downtrodden, so I was watching this channel, and somebody said, "You need to try this cologne right here." Then somehow I came up with this, and the girl saw me the next day. She said, "You smell so good." And I didn't know where I got it from. I don't know who recommended it, but now all the ladies chase me. And I don't know who recommended this, but I just want to put it out there, and y'all can just read through the lines and think what you want to think. And I'm done all my talking. Yeah. I don't know who recommended it. Do you know, Brother Benjamin? Who told me? Somebody told me about this. I don't know who it was. I don't know why I bought it, but somebody told me to buy this. And the girl was like, "You smell good now." So that was a joke. I hope everybody gets it. And thank you. See, I listen. Somebody said you need to try it. I forget to say. I forget to say. I forget to say who it is. But if you guys can't read between the lines and see my big old bang coming out my head, now you know. What I'm giving away the secrets. That's where I went. I said, I'm gonna start smelling good. I'm listening to this, brother. My style. You owe my people I listen to. Okay, I need to put this fragrance on and that fragrance. He said, "Oh, Spice Guy got nothing on you." What's up, unreasonable man? I'm just laughing, man. But anyway, for anybody, actually, that's one thing. I try to frequent everybody's channel. I don't always have the time, but I try to click through and see what people are talking about. And when I get some information, I'm always to learn. So I'm gonna. People recommend clothes, shirts, style, cufflinks, stuff like that. Man, thank you, brother Ben. A lot of people, I really appreciate you. You think I watch in the shadows, you don't even realize how much I pay attention to people, and I really appreciate them. And I appreciate anybody who stopped by. But like me, this is an open dialogue. Sometimes I feel I should be more dramatic, but I'm not really a drama person. I'm silly. I laugh a lot, but I love people. So I have nothing really negative to say about people because everybody's special. And even when I make silly topics like this, it's really just to get people to talk about it, because if you see two people that are connected and they're both not on the same attracting level, it lets you know there's something more than just the physical to attract people. He said, "I made the mistake to put on Axe today. And I smell like a bug spray." You know what? An employer that I work for bought me some Axe. I wish I can't find it. I'm not even going to look for it. But yeah, I sprayed it on, and when I got to the job, I couldn't smell it no more. I was like, I can't wear this, and it's I got a question. Since we're talking about fragrances. Um, I really like the good smelling cheap ones, but how come so many expensive ones they smell so good? Like the ones that's like 150, $200. You be like, man, like Creed. Some of it is like, even though some people some smells like Creed without a little accent, but I'm just always like, damn, they really do make. I always thought it didn't make a difference, but sometimes it does. But I don't know. I'm not an expert. That's why I tune in to other people. Um, I'm sorry. Hello, my brother Loza says, I'm ugly myself, but I have confidence. Yeah, I think well, I love me, so you may think I'm ugly, but I love Chuck. I ain't never not like looking at me. But if somebody says, "Ew, him," I don't care. I'm oblivious, so I could be the ugliest man on the planet, but I ought to get a chance to be me. So because I love me, um, it doesn't matter. I don't know if it's confidence because I can lose, but I don't care. It's always another fish in the sea. So I'll be thinking. You know, oh, I get. He says, um, they use all organic ingredients. That is why they're so expensive. Oh, I did not know that. I got to do more research. You know about fragrances. Go listen. Brother Benjamin will teach you. Viewer says, well, it drives me nuts. Nice clean body and some Karl Lagerfeld can get. Okay. Uh, my middle name is Lawrence. Oh, I mean Lagerfeld. Joking. I'm joking. Oh, yeah, she is, man. Pamela is extremely honest. You can't help but to laugh and smile with her. Even when she's mad, I be laughing. I know she be mad, but I can't help but to stop laughing. And I'd be so sad. Like I know she wanted me not to be laughing, but you be funny. She be funny. She be like, I'm naked in the dark, but you can't see me. Ooh, I'm naked. You stop looking. I'd be dying. I'd be like, damn, turn the light on, baby. I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh, yeah, better yet, let me get there and keep the light off and see what magic happens. Oh, I'm sorry. That was funny to me, man. You guys make me. I have a lot of fun doing this. A lot of fun doing this. But I really, you know what? I wish somebody would get on and just chibby chabba chabba. But you don't have to, because I know most people are never gonna say this. I gotta find something that I really see. My problem is I don't get upset by a lot, so I can't have that anger, passion because I'm more of laughter. And yeah, also, yeah, you got a new middle name. I don't have a lot of anger at stuff, and I have some close friends. I got people I love, and I gotta say, you can't be sad all the time because you're alive. Life is great. Somebody else didn't live to see today. You have a chance to look out in the sun, see the sky. You can walk somewhere. You have some type of somebody hopped on. I don't know who it is, but let me look. At least it sounds like somebody hopped on, but I can't tell. Let me go look. Go look. Oh, it's Big Homie. What's going on with you, brother?
Oh man, good morning. Happy holidays, salutations, greetings, blessings,
Hey man,
blessings.
whenever I run into you, brother, you just make my day better because I know I'm gonna smile about something, man.
Well, it's always good to make somebody smile.
You make a lot of people smile, man. You know that, man. You secretly everybody's favorite. You the person everybody wants to love, and nobody wants you to hate them.
I, I'm not too sure about that. I'm not too sure about that. That's why I try not to. That's why I try not to. Overexpose myself. Like particularly on your panel, I let you do your thing.
Oh man, you always welcome. Oh, you can go
No,
off me anytime.
I kind of felt bad I think the last time around was, Rollo the Pimp, man. I was like, that's a little extra, man. I gotta let that brother do his thing, man.
Oh
But
yeah.
certainly
He,
it was fascinating though.
he's a funny dude. I laugh. I talk to my brother all the time, man. I let him do his thing, and sometimes I got to convince him that the sometimes you got to tell a little bit of the game so you can sell the rest. And he was like, "Yeah, you're right," because he always like, "Yo, go to my Patreon. I ain't gonna tell y'all that here."
Oh, you got to pay for his game, huh?
You pay for his game. So I love
Right.
talking to Rollo though. Rollo drop little nuggets here and there.
Uh,
He don't have you laughing all the time. He drops something that'll say, "Okay, I see the positive wisdom in his voice."
oh, you definitely are seeing Rollo through rose-colored glasses. I'm of a different opinion, but we're gonna keep it light. We're gonna
oh,
keep, we're gonna
oh.
stay, we're gonna stay as positive as we can. But the topic.
Hmm.
Do you know people? Let me get it exactly.
Yes, sir.
Do you know people who find their husband or wife non-attractive?
Hmm.
I know people that actually lie about it.
Yes.
Like there's a guy here on these platforms, and his wife. I mean, my goodness. Besides being big, weight's one thing,
Hmm.
but if she were to lose weight, she'd still be ugly. In fact, this particular guy's wife, and this is a funny thing. Uh, she wore like an American flag dress and she's standing in front of the mirror. You know, it's not really a shapely thing. She's no Beyonce. She's no Jennifer Lopez. And you know what they called her? Those silly trolls when she had the American flag dress on. They called her the Statue of Liberty.
I'm sorry.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So no,
Oh,
I'm sure. You know, some people looks aren't as important. And you know something? And I guess you could call me shallow. I'd rather be alone than looking at some moofaloon, man. That
I
shit would just
understand.
make me feel, particularly over the years of the very nice looking women that I've, have had that I've been blessed enough to cavort with. That's a
Hmm.
nice word. It's my
Yes,
grandmother
it
used
is
to
very
say.
nice.
See, if you've been out cavorting, you've been out carousing. Um, yeah, I just couldn't do that to myself.
I
But
understand.
I'm sure there's people that know that they have a less than attractive mate, but they weren't really looking for looks, and I would say
Yeah.
beauty's only skin deep,
Yes.
ugly to the bone. And people, I found I found that a lot of ugly people, by not being superficial, a lot of ugly people, God has blessed them with some other qualities.
Yeah.
And we all know attractive people, physically appealing people that are really like not, we wouldn't call them good people or even pleasant people that you wouldn't want to be around. We all
I
know
agree.
that woman that's beautiful that's just like, oh, I can't stand her. I
Yeah.
can't stand being around her because she's horrible. But
Yes.
yeah, so yeah, that's my take on it. So to answer your question, do I know people? Yes, yes. There's a lot of them. For the more, well, let's face fact. This is a lot of our, a lot of us. This is one of the main way we socialize. Again, they do call it social media, right? You
Yes,
shouldn't
sir.
feel ashamed of it. Welcome to the 21st century. But these guys got some ugly ass wives, man. I'm like, seriously, bro. I'm like, what the fuck
Oh.
did you see in her? Did you like just get out of prison or something and she gave you a place to stay? It's like, why?
Oh.
Why? They, I mean, there's not enough tequila in the world that I would ever touch some of these women that they're so, gosh,
I understand.
unappealing and unattractive.
Yeah, that's an ugly mix right there. Like it's this a beautiful spirit can conquer the physicality a lot. Some people not like me, but I love a nice person makes me see the beauty. But when a person is physically unattractive and your spirit is off, you're mean and you oh that's such so unappealing. But you said so that I'm trying to put it into memory so I don't forget it. You said beauty's on the skin too deep but ugly to the bone.
Oh, I didn't coin that one. I mean,
Oh no, but
that's been around for a while.
I'm so ignorant. I'm telling you,
No,
maybe
you're
only for
not. No,
you.
you are not. No, you are not. No,
Hey,
you're not. You're just like self-effacing and incredibly humble because you knew the chemical compound or whatever the definition of melanin or something. Something that the guy was talking about these years found. And I wrote it down and I can't find a slip of paper for shit. And I
yeah,
was like, I gotta write this one down. That shit makes you sound like you really know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Um,
I love going on the BJS as a platform because a lot of the brothers they make me laugh a lot because um, they
some
know a
smart.
lot,
Go ahead.
but it's you. I got a lot more to say, but that's all it is because it's funny to me because I just like to listen. I'm not here to correct anyone, even if I
Some of
know.
those guys are very young and they're reciting textbook shit.
Yes, you
But
get it.
it sounds good.
Yes,
It sounds real good. But you're 22-year old. Your life experiences are going to be minimal. But the guy, it sounds really good.
yeah.
Then they'd rather talk about video games.
I'm
What's
not
the
mad.
name? Go ahead.
I'm
I
well
mean,
rounded. So whatever they want to talk about, I'll talk about. That's all. I'm
I
trying
know.
to learn, and I can learn
What's
from somebody that's young, just like I can learn from somebody that's old, just like I can learn from my brother Rollo. I can learn from whoever the most expert is at biogenetic nanotechnology.
don't tell him I said this. I don't think Rollo has a lot to offer me. Him or Reg's a bad guy. He's like, leave my panel alone, Beasley. Leave my show alone. Then he makes a video saying, I'm taking you out of hell. I'm like, dude, hell would be having to go to listen to you. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah,
You don't have that much to offer.
it's, it's all
I'm trying
good
to think
though.
of the name of that song. They redid the song. Beauty's only skin deep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beauty's only skin deep. Oh, oh. I can't sing that well, but I know the words.
Yeah.
So in love, sad as can be, 'cause a pretty face got the best of me. Suddenly, I look into your eyes. No, the lyrics, they mean something. People, they got took advantage of by somebody's beauty. You can't ever accuse someone that's unfortunate looking. We won't call them ugly. We'll call them unfortunate looking. Of yeah, they have to touch you in another way in order to admit you to like them or love them. Or let me ask you this.
Go for it.
Now, why would someone have an unattractive mate? Do you think that's because their own self-esteem is low and they don't think they can do better?
No, I think truthfully, sometimes people meet people that they are spiritually connected to, meaning that okay, Holly Berry looks great, but maybe I want something else. Like I want somebody I can converse with. I want somebody that will cater to me, and somebody who has time. So a lot of times they may find like the woman or the man who is not that attractive usually work on other aspects of their personality and skills. And uh, when you mix it all together, you kind of figure out what's the most important to you. Is it great to have a beautiful woman, or is it better to have somebody who's loving and catering and nurturing with more commonality, meaning we like the same type of subjects and we can do the same type of things. So I think once you get past um, the youth of being pushed by your genetic need to reproduce with the most beautiful person possible, which is when we're young. Once we get a little bit older, I say once you get uh, past for men, it really never fades,
40.
but it never fades when it gets there. But once you had enough experience being physically intimate with ladies, now other things become more important for you as a man. And like that, this is sound wrong, but it's not really sound wrong. But once a woman ages normally, their physical appeal for most men diminishes. So a lot of ladies improve in their character. But there's some women that from being young are have awesome characters. So to hopefully I'm going to answer your question. That's usually why somebody selects somebody who's not so attractive because they're getting met with other needs that they've needed. You know what I mean? And when they can think more clearly, other things become more important. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully my answer was coherent.
It
Did I?
was. It
Okay.
was. I was following along. I was listening.
Yeah. People got to do what they
No,
do.
that's it. I think people suffer from low self-esteem.
Okay.
I think people really don't think that much of themselves. Some people really don't think that much of themselves. They think that this is the best that I can do.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you think most people put a value on beauty as the ultimate characteristic of somebody to mate with?
I do.
Okay. Okay. So
All right.
let's.
So I mean, I do. Obviously, others don't,
Okay.
because there's some people out there with some very ugly wives.
Hmm.
Some very, very. I mean, just like, wow, what do you see in her?
Understand. Um, Let me ask you a question. Out of men and women, who do you think puts more value on physical attractiveness? Do you think it's men or women?
I think it's men.
Okay. So
I see beautiful women with unfortunate looking men all the time.
I agree with that. So for the men you see with unfortunate looking women, why do you think they choose those type of women?
Say that again.
Why do you think?
I think the men choose really from low self esteem and just thirst and just getting what you can get. There's a guy on here that goes after, and he'll send them heart emojis and everything.
Hmm.
And I asked him, I said, man, what can you possibly see in so and so, so and so? I'm being nice
Hmm.
today instead of calling names.
Okay.
Normally I would call names, but and I'm like, what do you see? And know what he told me?
Hmm.
I'm just trying to get the low lying fruit.
Oh wow.
He's
Um.
trying to pick up something easy. I
Mm,
have a friend a friend in real life that we used to hang out,
hmm.
and he would start off practicing talking with fat girls if we go to the club. He said that gets his confidence up
Yeah.
because the fat girl ain't gonna turn you down.
Yeah. I hear that. I've heard
She's gonna be friendly.
a lot of people who teach dating type advice. They teach people to do that. They teach them to go for what you can get before you try what you can't get. Um, what's up, Vate? I read what you said. Vate says, on the contrary, feeble mortals, it has nothing to do with low self-esteem. Vate, um, I
It's my
no,
opinion. It's my
yeah,
take
yeah,
on
but
it.
he's just speaking back. So, like me, I think people just like different things. I'm also on the. I agree with Vate that I don't think it's always low self esteem. It can be, but I think like I find a lot of women attractive for so many different reasons. So I'm very wide range. So you can like use I being out of shape doesn't actually, it doesn't turn me off, especially when they have a hard work ethic and I see that they're a great spirit. I could deal with it as long as I know they're motivated. I'm not trying to change anyone, but because some people, just because of what they do, or they don't have the time, and maybe they're not efficient in their time. So if I deal with them, I can know, I'm like, well, maybe I can help them manage their time. And I've seen people that work so hard are not lazy just because of how they eat and what they do. They're not looking their best. Now you can't, of course, with money and plastic surgery, you can always change the way your face is, and that's one. Even being ugly is or unattractive is not a permanent thing. It's not. But I would say this: some people, like you heard him say, I think Loso said it earlier, that she had some dudes just like a banging body, so she could have a face that looked like Medusa on steroids, and the dudes are still married because their body's a 10. I think I was listening to, I think it was who I listen to different people, and I'm trying to say, but somebody was saying his girlfriend had a face of a 6, but her body was a 10, and there's a lot of brothers that like that. I'm not.
That's
I
a
wish I
back.
knew.
That's a back east type of thing. They call those dime pieces,
Yeah.
where they could look like a moufaloon, but they have a really nice body. Shelley left a paragraph. You mind reading it?
Oh, I have a problem reading it. If you want to,
Yeah.
you can, but I'll
Oh
read it.
no, I'm backed up far from the thing, and I don't feel like leaning
Okay.
back to my desk and putting the glasses on. And
All right.
again, it is your show. You should be doing most of the
Well,
work.
okay. I don't see this as work. And my show is everybody's show. So anybody who want to hop on, you're more than willing you're more than welcome to hop on. And Shelley says, I know men who marry their wives when they are at their best, but after years of marriage, the wife has changed a lot. I know a couple like that. The wife looked like his mother. What one man calls out of shape, another man calls voluptuous. And I agree with that because I think different groups like different things overall. And I try not to generalize, but some people may find uh, my wife to be courageously wonderful, and somebody might say, I'm not married, but if I did have a wife, they would say, "Ooh, she's fat," and I'm thinking, man, she's perfect. So we all like what we like.
I got a question.
Go for it.
How do we know Shelley's really a woman?
That doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, a bit. I mean, we've never heard her voice. I haven't heard her voice. You've never heard her voice. Shelley, go on and click the link and say hi.
Well, you know what? This is somebody said this. This is to me. I'm open. This is who my name is. It's easy to find me. I'm not no secret. But this is YouTube, so people can be whoever they want to be. So you got some people who are not, probably are men acting like women. If you want to do that, I'm not knocking you.
I'm joking with her.
I know you are.
I
I
think
know.
that she's a woman. I just would like to hear her voice.
Yeah, there's a lot of people voices I would love to hear, but I know some people don't have that. I guess that openness, or they want to keep themselves private, or they don't want to be known. And I'm all for that. But
She,
I
she,
would
she's like a diplomat. She's able
navigate.
to
Yeah,
she's able to navigate groups that hate each other, and she finds a way to stay neutral.
and she's good. Yeah, I
That's
have
hard.
no respect for
That's
her.
hard for me to do.
Hmm. Yeah, because you got a lot of opinion. You let your opinion fly. Me,
Yeah,
I know how to be extremely objective, and I take almost nothing personal. Like sometimes people could say something, I want to reach out to them, but I'm like, well, I don't want them to think because everybody's not like me. I don't. Anybody can say anything they want about me.
nobody's like you. You're truly unique.
Oh, thanks, bro. So
You're here. You're here. You're in the midst. There's like people are slaying fire and brimstone at each other, and you're like, I just love everybody. I just think they're all wonderful. I just think it's great. It's like you're a fallen angel and you've fallen down here in the pits of. And it happens.
yeah, but life is still great, man. I'm alive. I'm getting to talk to you.
Life is not life. Life. You're right. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, Brother Vate says those who relay things that are at surface can turn poisonous. For me, I'm not interested in a person's flesh. It's the heart that calls for another. Man, he's so poetic. Man. Oh man. Oh, Benjamin says I'm okay with Shell's being all she wants to be. Me too.
I'm supposed to be working too, Shelly. You can do your work while you do this. I've actually got some work done this morning, and I've neglected things, and that's not the way to be.
Yeah.
So
That's a, oh, she did. She said I work from home at a computer. So Shelly, I'm gonna ask you a
that's
question.
why she doesn't want to come on, but she didn't say that she was actually a woman.
Oh, it's all
But it's
good.
all right.
You're the best. But
She's
see, I was
actually
talking
a
about that
woman.
earlier, Brother Beasley. I love to hear your thoughts. I gotta do a tangent because I did a little hangout earlier. I was just talking about it. But do most people who work for other people feel like a slave? I'm paraphrasing what I said, but some people said that they enjoy working for other people because they don't want to be their own boss. But I just want to pose the question to people: uh, would you not rather be free to be your own boss if you could, and you didn't have to worry about all the
I've been my
responsibilities?
own boss. I've been my own boss for so long. You know, this time around for 15 years straight,
Hmm.
and any time ever since I've been in my late mid 20s,
Hmm.
anytime that I've worked a job, I worked it looking to go back independent.
Hmm.
So, but that's me. That's me, and I probably don't look my age because of that.
I
Um,
understand.
it's difficult. You know what I found the last time I was in the workplace is to have somebody younger than me who doesn't really have my skills, but I'm working at this particular place.
Hmm.
Just talk to me any kind of way. Just talk to me any kind of way. You might feel worse than a slave. Yeah, you may feel like a slave. Some people are used to it and it's fine. It all depends on how they treat you where you're going. But there's people that I've heard spoke on that were against working, that hustled and did things. Now they're being forced to work. That said it's nothing but slavery, and that trading your time for money is foolish. But this is the guy that lived off his woman and ended up getting put out of the house.
Mm.
We've seen that happen over the course of time. Um, I'm sure many people feel like that.
Yeah, just I just wish more people would have like this is okay. I'm gonna speak about how I feel. I wish more people would have more open conversations. And the reason I think I enjoy YouTube because I know a lot of people want to have be anonymous, and I can get into the type of conversations I like with people who don't have to worry about people knowing their real thoughts, and because they're hiding themselves. And I'm not knocking anybody for that, but in real, I talk like how I talk like here on YouTube is how I talk in real life to everybody. And I always get, damn, are you really asking me this? But this is really how I think. So it's hard for me to taper me because I'm really just curious and I want to interact with people. But on YouTube, I'm a little bit more free to be me, even though I'm me all the time. And so sometimes people think I'm quiet, but I'm not quiet. I'm not quiet because stuff I want to talk about, you're not gonna want to talk about. So,
You know,
and,
when you like yourself and you accept yourself, which so many don't, you don't have any problem being yourself. Like people, throughout the interactions on here,
mhm,
I keep a policy that I have to tell myself. It's like I don't give a f what people think about me.
yeah,
Like me or not, I like me, doesn't matter. I don't really care that much what you say, at to the point where I'm not going to necessarily contest it. They've put me in wheelchairs, they've made me quadriplegic, they've said all type of things, and I don't go out of my way to contest it. If that's what you want to think, then who am I to stop you?
yeah. For me, I'm gonna speak about myself. I just want everybody to have fun and be happy as possible. And if I can do anything to make people smile,
Man,
I'll make
this
it.
is hell. YouTube is miserable, man. There are wars going on.
I notice, but
There
it's
are
fun.
wars going on, and I'm a veteran of these wars. I don't know if I want to continue to do this in 2019. I just
Um,
don't know that I can stop. That's the show you should do. Are
oh,
you addicted? Are you addicted to this shit?
oh, I could do that.
Are
I could
you
do that.
addicted to? Yeah, well, you don't seem to have a problem thinking of ideas.
Not at all. It's easy
I
for me.
noticed that when I found you again. I'm actually going to write down these numbers. Well, 5407 while we talk, so I can at least say I'm getting some work done. 51. Who am I fooling?
No, it doesn't matter. As long as you're happy, man, I'm happy. And I think,
Uh, I'm
well,
happy. I'm happier when I'm current on everything and I have extras. That's
I
when I'm
totally
happy.
understand. I totally get it because you want the stress of not having what you need. And I think
Yeah.
everybody thinks about that. I want what I need, and I'm really trying to work on not wanting so much because I want stuff, but I don't need it. Or
You
I
know
think about
what?
that a lot.
And that's what I tell myself. Being self-employed,
Mhm.
having periods of a feast and having periods that are famine. I've just gotten in the habit of really being careful about, no, I can't say that. While it's thin, I make sure to get the things that I need and not that I want.
I hear you.
While it's flush, oh shit, let's go to Las Vegas. I mean, it's a different attitude.
Yeah, I do get
But
it.
I'm
I
not
get
getting
it.
any younger. After, and I don't, you know what I think I'll probably be. I'm not happy if I'm not. I'm a closer. I'm a salesman,
Hmm.
and I do it from home. And I found out times that I've taken breaks, the depression can set in. I'm not happy. Now listen to this shit. This sounds kind of sick, but it's the truth. I'm not happy unless I'm manipulating something or someone.
Okay, I understand it.
I need to. I have the desire to. If I'm not getting over, I'm going under
Okay, so let me ask you. That's
mentally.
interesting. So, do you think that everybody who sells something is actually manipulating people?
If you're good at it, if
So
you're
you
not,
don't you?
if you're not good at it, you're not manipulating anybody, and it starts with manipulating yourself.
Okay, so let me ask you a question because this is interesting to me. Let's say you just want to promote a product and I see it and I say, okay, that's interesting. I want that. Is that really manipulation or is that just touching something that I probably would have done anyway if I knew about it? Like the stuff I would buy, but I was unaware of it. But once I saw it, I was like, damn, I wish I knew about it 2 years ago because I really wanted it. So is that
For
manipulation or is that
for
promotion or is it like you said propaganda?
for high ticket items.
Hmm.
See, I don't sell, I don't sell pens and pencils and everything. I sell
Yeah.
things, I just did an order for $4,500, and
Okay.
that's small. So I'm talking thousands. There's
Yes.
not only is there competition, but people could think for 1,000 of reasons why they don't need to do it. So
Hmm.
you definitely have to have some skills and some techniques, and you definitely have to employ psychological manipulation.
Okay. Let me ask you some more questions. But let's say
You
this.
have to. You
Let's say
have to.
I hear you. There's no argument. I want to ask you a
Right, right,
question.
right, right.
So let's say somebody's already affluent, and to them, $4,500 is nothing. So for most people, okay, like when OLED TV sets came out, for somebody who $10,000 was nothing, they got it the same day. So they could actually, because the product was new and they marketed it, they made their money because it was only the affluent, the wealthy would get it. Like a Lamborghini, you think they worried about marketing a Lamborghini to broke people or trying to sell it? It's going to sell
No.
itself because certain people want certain things. So my question is, yeah, when it comes to selling, especially high ticket items, is that necessary manipulation, or is it really just promoting a product that would already satisfy somebody on the egotistic level? On the, I don't know if say egotistic, but on the level of ego. You understand the question I'm asking? Hopefully, I'm making it
I
clear.
understand it. I understand it completely. And definitely, definitely manipulation,
Okay.
definitely techniques, um, definitely fighting for the deal. And let me explain to you why. Because when that guy walks into the Lamborghini shop,
Mm-hmm.
the Ferrari shop was across the street.
Mm-hmm.
The Maserati shop, and if you've been to Beverly Hills, you know this is true.
Yes.
The Maserati shop is up the street.
Mm-hmm.
The Tesla shop is right up the street.
Mm-hmm.
So you would probably be happy with any of those cars, a
Yes.
Maserati,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
Well, I have to I have to not only bring value to my Lamborghini, but my Lamborghini probably costs more than a Tesla and most Ferraris and most Maseratis. I have to create value,
Mm-hmm.
and then I may have to use techniques and psychological manipulation in order you to get it to do it now,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because there's no such thing as a good callback. Exactly. There's not. I mean, so you have to walk a balance. It's definitely manipulation. Like this, there's definitely, I'm not going to tell you the things that you do. We'll leave that to Rollo. Because Rollo had 15 hoes,
150 toes.
150 toes, 150 toes down.
Yeah.
He said, I wasn't big time. They were big time. I said, excuse me, ninja. If you had 15 hoes, you were big time. You just weren't getting the proper money out of
I'm not. Oh man.
15
Oh.
hoes at a quota of just $500 a day.
Oh.
And that's not much. That's 7,500 a day. 7,500 a day times 10, that's 75,000. Times 3, which would make it 30 days, that'd be 150. That's 225,000. Rado left a lot of money on the table,
I'm sorry.
right?
Oh, I get it. Oh man, it's
Right,
hilarious.
right.
Oh my gosh. I'm pleading the fifth. I ain't
Vate
saying nothing.
Ozaki says many people lose their lives in times of war. They may die trying to protect a friend or to give strength to others.
Oh
But in
man,
the
that's
end, they died. And then there are others who lose hope and grieve. That's true. The
funny.
future where happiness blooms like a wild rose. Isn't that what one strives for? That's what one should be striving for right for the future. And you know what? Also appreciate the present and realize how do we put it? Yesterday is a cash check, tomorrow is a promissory note, but today is cold hard cash.
Oh man, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have the answers, man. I'm still trying to learn. Vate,
Oh,
Vate,
I don't have
Vate is
the
deep.
answers. I don't have
You,
the
you,
answers
you
either.
brothers is deep, man.
Oh,
I'm
I'm reading. I'm reading. I'm
Vate.
reading the. I'm reading the Japanese guy in your chat room,
Yeah,
or with the
I know.
Japanese name.
I know it's Vate. If he's, he's deep. He's a deep brother.
Is he Japanese?
I don't know. I don't ask. People tell me what they want to tell me.
Are
Whatever it
you
is.
Japanese, or are you just a black guy using Japanese people name? We don't see too many Japanese people using black people's name, but that's okay if that's what you want to do with the internet. In
No,
fact,
man.
it was wonderful visiting with you,
Oh
but
man.
I've got some new discipline, and I'm going to go back to work.
Oh, awesome,
I'm
awesome.
I'm going to get some Christmas tea and use my K cups. And I'm going to make a glass of tea and get some sweet tea, a large glass of cold sweet tea. And I'm going to get some coffee. And I'm going to smile and dial so I can live in style.
Hey
As,
man, you do that.
as always,
A pleasure.
wonderful to hear from you. Wonderful to see you. And if I don't speak with you, have the most wonderful of holidays.
Oh, thank you, thank you. But we'll connect. We will connect. Anyway, people, I've having some fun. I mean, my big homie Beasley is always awesome to me. Uh, yeah, I enjoy dialogues, even when I get off the topic. It's still quite wonderful. So I'd love to hear people's thoughts if people want to interact. I'm always down for that. But I am never one to just stretch it out. If I have people like hopping in, but I tell you this, one thing I'm noticing is I love to talk to people, but I don't. People say you should just ask them in there or ask them over here to come, but everybody doesn't think like I think. So I'm not trying to just have dialogues and people don't want to talk about what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what I want to talk about, so I keep it simple. Um, so for anybody who's still here, I'm having fun talking. If you want to talk to me, I'll shoot the breeze for about 5, 10 more minutes. We can discuss. Do you know people who find their husband or wife not attractive? If somebody wants to hop in and chit chat with me, we can talk about whatever. Like me and my brother Beasley did. It was hilariously great. Me, life is just is simple, is special, and I'm just trying to learn. And the reason I thought this talk would be interesting because there's a lot of people that group of people that you may think on a conventional scale that they're not that attractive, but once you talk to them, you're like, oh, they found some beauty that you can see because not all beauty is external. And I think me and my brother Beasley disagree a little bit, but not much. I disagree with because I can see past the exterior to love in the interior, but a lot of people can't. And I'm not knocking him because everybody's entitled to their own choices because we all like different things. I've heard people say I'll never date this person from this ethnic group, and I've heard people say I'll never date somebody from with this body shape. Me, I say you love who you love and you like what you like. I love people who are nice to me, and nothing's more attractive to me from a compassionate, caring, expressive person. Without who, and I understand that both men and women can be emotional, but when it comes to women, um, I don't mind the emotion, but I want her to be able to express to me her emotions and not try to force me to do anything I don't want to do. I like a woman that loves me and lets me be free. But I think it's when people want things, like if you really want something, you try to force it on other people. And when you try to force what you want on somebody else, it becomes extremely unattractive. So I know people that you look at them like they're beautiful, but once you get around them, you're like, damn, you're so unattractive. And I've heard a lot of men and women say that to somebody. They're like, man, you're so unattractive. And you're like, damn, but on a physical scale, she's a 10. But their spirit or his spirit or her spirit, you're like, ugh, man, broom, broom messed up person, you ugly troll, you non-existent earthworm, dig yourself back in the dirt and hibernate for 10,000 years and get wrapped up in plastic and decomposed without your molecules getting back into the universe. I don't know. That makes sense. But it sounds funny to me. So, yeah, I tell you, I always have a blast when one person, two people, three people. This has been really fun. And I gotta say, Lion Time, baby, thank you for stopping by. This has been beautiful. Nikki loves mukbang. I mean, Nikki, say her name like Nikki. You loves mukbang. So if I had to ask, yeah, I'm joking. What's your favorite food? Man, life is wonderful, man. I'm really just happy to exist. For me, everything is simple. It's not overly complex. I got a whole. I'm gonna read some titles. I love to hear. If people go, I'm gonna name some titles. I gotta talk about something all the time. But a lot of times I talk about men and women relationships, but I can't get other people to really jump in. But I'm gonna do this. Let me see what the next one is. I don't know, but I can. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you people know because I don't know. Tell you what I got planned for this week. Because this is to me having things to talk about is easy, but I'm not really a complainer, but I really want to know what other people think. So I talk about stuff um, that they're not the normal questions. And I got a whole list of topics written down, but I want to tell you what I've already got scheduled. And if somebody wants to talk about something else, we can talk about it. But let me see. I can go check it out. Go to my events page, and then I'll tell you. I'll tell you what my events say. Hold on. Hold on. I'm about to let you know. Hmm, what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, I'm joking. Oh, let me see. Upcoming. What I got upcoming. I got, do you withhold sex from your partner and do you think it's right? And I'm gonna really talk about that one. And then I have one because I talk to a lot of ladies that I know, and I hear them say, I just want to have a baby. And I've heard it, and I look at them, I'm like, wow, you just want to have a baby? So um, that led me to want to ask some questions. Um, and I made the title like this: I want to be a parent, however, I know I have no parenting skills. Help. So how do you help somebody? What would you tell them to do? These are the questions I'm throwing out there. Then I want to do, are you sexually exclusive with someone who does not have your same libido? Now, this is different from what we're doing today because there's a lot of people that get in relationships with people, and some men and women want to have sex once every 2 years, and somebody else want to have sex 5 times a day. And how do you navigate relationships like that? And how do those relationships, how do they come into fruition? How did that happen? And also, I want to do, even though I've never been married, but I want to hear married people talk about it because I know it's true. I want to talk about people who, this is the statement: I don't desire my husband or wife, but I want their resources. Am I wrong? It's like, oh, you're talking about, like, I've never been married, but I've met people that like don't want to be with their quote unquote significant other. And they think they're justified in not in having their relationship. I, it's like, yo, it's like I would be pissed off. I went to a restaurant and I paid for a meal and I didn't get it. That's how a lot of men and women feel about their relationships. And this is interesting thing. I got a whole other list of things to talk about, but I named a couple of them real fast. Um, a lot of stuff to me is funny, and I wish more people would talk about it. Um, one thing I tell you what I do know about the internet, and I'm gonna do a topic on that. The internet can free you. Just because of this, I can talk about whatever I want to talk about to whoever I want to talk about. Um, and oh, lion time, baby. I have no children. I am not a parent. And I can tell you why. Because financially, I've never been in a situation that I thought I could afford to raise children and do what I want to do. So if I this look, the SIP Charles is about to come out. If I can't tell a woman, maybe you stay home to take care of the kids and if we can't homeschool them. If we can't homeschool them, I'm not opposed to some type of school time with children, but I want to be able to educate them, to have them at least thinking outside the box and be knowledgeable. So uh, s- school would just be connecting with people. It wouldn't be that they didn't learn from the parents. So that's why I don't have children. And second, this is kind of messed up, really, but um, I need somebody to be on the same page as me, and finding somebody who thinks just like I think and wants to do what I tell them. Not like I got to be the dominant. Yes, I do. But not that I got to rule with the iron fist. Yes, I do. Um, you got to find somebody who's on the same page as you are. And I'm not one to try to change anyone, and I'm not one to force somebody to do something. If they don't want to do what I want them to do, they are free to go, and I have no animosity or ill will. And I think that's why I never had children. Not saying I didn't want to practice, and I haven't practiced on making babies. I have, but I just haven't really tried to make one. I was like, no, I tried it. Nope, 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 not. It's not the time. But I want a baby. I bet you do. I am not the man for you right now. Now I'm about to make a joke, but if her name would have been Oprah, Oprah, I would have gave Oprah a baby. Sorry, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I'm not. Oprah, you can have my baby, baby. I don't even want half. I'm joking. Yeah, I think but life is wonderful. I just want to have fun. I think I just want to talk and enjoy and be able to be the best person I can be and learn as much as possible and interact with people because it's nothing is as beautiful as learning about other people. And I think that's what motivates me the most. And I may have somewhat provocative title, but it's not really provocative. And I've had a lot of conversations with ladies, and they would say, "Well, life is short. You never know. You should just do it." And I'm like, "Nah." And I think a lot of people don't understand the logic of it, like what I'm saying, because if I'm not where I want to be, like I love Charles, but I'm not. I'm Charles I want to be, but I'm not the Charles I want to be. And I think Vate made me think about it, like, and Brother Rollo. So I'd rather fail trying to get where I want to be than, even though I may love my children, I would hate to be mad at um, the mother of my children or the mothers of my children. Like I said, just make a joke. It's a little real joke, but it's a joke. And I'm mad at my children just because I didn't get to where I want to go. So I, I'm still trying to become the man I want to be so that one day I can be the man I want to be. You know, that makes sense. I'm still trying to become the man I want to be so one day I can be the man I want to be. But I love the me that I am now because that's where I am Charles. Like, this is who I am. This is what I do. And I have fun doing that. I have fun interacting with people. I have fun being as loving as I possible with people. I don't really take anything personal. Um, Call me what you want. Call me ugly. Call me nice. Call me simp. Call me sucker. Call me a real pill muster. Call me misogynist. I don't care because you entitled to your opinion, and that's just how I look at the world. So I just do me, and I'm trying my best to be the me I want to be. So that's why you really, even though I say a lot of silly stuff, you never really will hear me say real negative stuff or really get offended. When I don't understand things that people say, I just ask questions. I don't take offense. And I like, there's people that probably can't stand me and hate my guts, but if they ever want to come on my channel and talk, they're more than welcome. I will be as objective as possible and listen to them. And I can accept any vitriol or venom or criticism that you want to get because maybe I need to learn. Maybe you can correct me. You know, this is, it's all good. You are entitled to your opinion. And, no matter what you say, disrespect to me is subjective and it's perceived. And I laugh at you more than I get angry. You can laugh at me too, and that's how I look at the world. Um, Life is great. Um, I'm like you guys. I'm humbled. Whatever one person stopped by, I'm humbled. And I got to do a little talking because it just kind of touched me for a second. I was on Lady C channel earlier, and she was having a dialogue, a discussion about people that give up, like they get burnt out on YouTube, and it never feels like that for me because it's always fun. Like it's just talking to people is great to me. I really want to know why you do what you do, why you feel how you feel, and what is your motivation. My motivation in life is to be the most happiest dude on the planet that I can be, and enjoy life, and love my friends and family. And I'm not saying I've been hurt, like not like how you would think, but um, but I still don't lose love because I hurt because people have to do what they want to do and you learn from it. So I can love from afar. I just can't. It's people I just don't associate with. But it doesn't take away my joy and pleasure. So like I actually enjoy dialogue. So no matter what I'm going through, I can always converse with you. But if I can't, I'll be like, "But right now at this time, I got something to do. It's not that I don't want to. Maybe maybe I'm traumatized and I'm trying to deal with the PTSD of being traumatized. But once I get over it, which I'm gonna get over it real fast, once I go beat it like Michael, once I bust one, I'm all good to talk. I'm ready to talk again. I'm not joking, but I'm joking. So that's what it is. I think. Sorry, I'm gonna say something wrong. People don't agree with it. And if you like PG talk, it's still gonna be PG, but it's gonna be perverted PG. Once you let it release a little the oxytocin, is that what you call it? Once you have a little orgasmic experience, the endorphins high, everything becomes great. So that's why I'm always trying to. I'm somewhat hedonistic in my approach with it because being happy is the feeling of happiness. So when I can feel happy, and I feel happy now. You guys don't know. I'm feeling like blissful. Like life is great. Um, I'm really, really, I'm really, really blessed and fortunate for anyone who comes from my page. Uh, Nate, love you, dude. I love all you. Though. That's different. Brother Beasley, it's people I disagree. I love immensely because I don't have everybody's pain. Like I guess I'm in a way I could be more empathetic than than uh, critical. Like because I'm always trying to understand why you feel that way. But I don't like to see other people spit venom at other people. But that's just me. Um, you know what? If anybody wants to have a dialogue with me, um, feel free to ask a question. But if not, because I feel I've tortured you guys enough. I've had enough torturing time. I've held you down and choked you and made you listen to me and say my idiot stuff. Um, I always want you all to know, whoever's listening to me, I appreciate you. If you have any type of advice for me to make me a better person or Charles be kinder, I'm always gonna listen. I have a bad mouth. I will curse all the time, but like I really work on not cursing so much. So if somehow the little kitties hop on my page, they can listen. It's not too explicit, and they can laugh. And hopefully, this is a grown folk channel, but I really don't mind talking to anyone, and that's what it is. So I'm telling you, you have to learn to be somewhat respectful and be silly at the same time, and that's what I do. So I'm gonna tell you, uh, if you find if you look at some of my topics, if anybody goes and checks, go look at some of the stuff I talk about. If you think it's interesting to you, feel free to write a comment. If you want to share it with somebody, share it, because maybe I can start more dialogues with more people. And oh yeah, SM Gamer, I got to shout out SM Gamer. Go check out Summer. Go check out the awesomest Fortnite player on in the universe on this planet Earth. You guys just don't know it. The ninja skills is there, and she has more fun doing it than most people. So I'm done doing what I'm doing. I've had a lot of fun talking, and um, for people that really inspire me, I respect you all. Uh, I gotta go back. I got did I think I watched everything Sister Tosh did recently. She said she's gonna do a vlog every day. I could do it. I never thought about that. I gotta eat a salad, but I don't know if I'm gonna eat a salad today because I'm kind of full. I ate sweet potato already, and cauliflower pizza was delicious. And oh yeah, I had a sausage, and that was good. Turkey sausage was delicious. It was delicious. And drinking coffee. Oh, I like coffee. Hey, coffee. I think it's time for me to go work out. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Lion, Lion Time just talked to me. When are you gonna start? Oh, that's I was gonna talk about that too. Let me. Oh, dang, I'm glad you said that. I had a topic on that. Let me tell you what I said. Um, hold, I, hold on. I'm gonna read. I think I wrote it down. Um, I think I know I wrote it down. Um, oh, I think I was saying, uh, do men and women actually see each other as the adversary? That was the topic I was going to do. Do men and women actually see each other as the adversary, or why do men and women? I got to think about how to phrase it, but that's what it is. Why do men and women see each other as the adversary? Why don't we see ourselves as? Why do we have to fight? Um, you know what? I don't know how to stop. I got to think about it. I'd have the answer. Like, just love people and let people be. But as long as, like Beasley said, as long as you're trying to manipulate somebody else to get what you want, it's always going to be animosity. And if you could be honest and accept rejection about or honest about what you want and accept rejection, then you can end it. And if you would stop, so many people are petty, um, men and women. We're all petty, and we need to stop being petty and just appreciate people for who they are. I had a dialogue with my friend earlier, and I was like, it's always men. And I can't speak for women because I'm not a woman, but I'm a man, so I'm gonna speak for men. It's always a man trying to uh, judge how women should act, and I'm thinking, do you want women to judge how you act? We say no, it's natural for what we do, but they shouldn't be doing that. And I think, truthfully, I think we need to change the marriage laws. The marriage laws are very detrimental to society because you have men scared to get married, and you have, assuming, a lot of women that really will leave marriage as soon as they are dissatisfied because of how they feel, and it happens a lot. And we need to, if they made the divorce way much more um, like non-beneficial for one over the other, you'd have less people leaving it, and you'd have more people ready for marriage. Because if you weren't being financially charged and crushed by the divorce court system by the state, then people would not be as afraid to get in it. And I think if you didn't think it was an advantage, you would be less likely to leave, especially if you're looking for a financial support. And I'm not saying all ladies are like that, and I'm not saying all men are afraid of it, but it's a hell of a lot of risk on a man today. And a lot of people are not honest, like I say, about why they're in relationships. And I discussed it, but most people really don't want to talk about it. But um, I did a yesterday. I did a video. Do you lie about why you're with your partner? And a lot of people lie. Men lie and women lie. You got men who say they want to be monogamous when they don't want to be, and you got women that say they love their man but they don't love him physically. So it's you want the resources, and how many people are gonna be honest about why they with each other? I mean, of course you want both, but like me, that's why I can talk about even. Talk about libido. Some people got a real high libido and somebody else doesn't, so they stay together. And a lot of people would try to get people to stay together when you don't love them in the same way. So that's just how I think in general. Okay, okay, Lion Time Baby. What's your take on Cynthia G, my current girlfriend? Personally, I don't know her. I really don't watch a lot of her content. But what I will say is, um, I, she to me, I've heard her say she doesn't really respect men like that. So who wants to be with somebody that doesn't respect men? I mean, in my opinion, or she specifically says she doesn't respect uh, black men, and and I, first for me to love somebody would say, I've been hurt by you. I don't respect a lot of them. But when you say all, that's kind of a turn off. So I don't know her as a person. She may be an extremely beautiful person, but I can't marry somebody who can't get past their pain. Because that's like me saying, I respect sisters. I respect black women. I respect women in general. I respect everybody. So if I, I don't like evil people. I don't like mean people. So I can't, I try not to generalize the group. And that's the problem. I don't blame women for who I am. I don't blame men for who I am. I blame me. So who would want to be with somebody that can't love you and blames you for all that's happening to them? And the world isn't fair. Uh, am I like, am I responsible for the sins of my father? Am I all I can do is what I can do, and one man can't do it by himself, just like one woman can't. So that's what I think. My opinion on her, I don't know her personally. She might be extremely uh, a good person, but every time I hear her speak, it's with a lot of. I've seen her being respectful, but even upon being respectful, I don't hear her say, "I respect you." Even if it's one person, because that's it's lots of women I respect and lots of men. I would love to hear somebody I would say, "I respect you as a person." Doesn't matter if I'm a man. If we took gender out of it, do you respect me, or do you just not respect me because I'm a man and you have a bias about men and men should be a certain way? And we can't do that. That's like me saying all women are gold diggers. That is not true. Or all men are misogynists. That's not true. I can't do that. So I'm just trying to be me, man. And the only way I know I can, I try to be loving and I try to be objective. And I can't critique people when I don't know them, but I can critique what they've done. And I don't one on one. People say things out of context and through pain all the time, but you catch them one on one, they may be um, totally different. So that's how I look at it. And it's a lot of people I listen to, and I respect a lot of their stuff, but a lot of things I don't respect because I can't operate from pain. I'm not saying you can't be mad. I can't say that you can't be angry because we all get angry, but you got to know when to be and when not to be. And if you want to heal, you can't hurt somebody trying to heal them. You got to talk to them and learn where they're coming from, and then tell them, hey, this is you should look at it a different way. Now, if you can't keep trying to do the same thing and expect different results. So I am not trying to be super like I'm loving. Don't get it twisted, but I'm not trying to love my enemy. Like I'm not trying to do that, but I'm not trying to hate him either. Because it, it's to me, if you're my enemy, most likely, if you don't know me, how can it ever be personal? You gotta do something to me for it to be personal. And like in war, you can't ever take it personal, but people do, and I feel sad for them because you can exist and I can exist. And if we can't coexist, then let's stay as far away from each other and be amicable when we run to each other. That's how I think about it. Yeah, like you said, Lion. I don't understand because a lot of men they support her, and I'm not. I don't for whatever reason, but people support her to death. People have helped her. I think it was boys that helped her. And how can you not respect men and men helped you get where you want? Like I respect every lady that ever came to my page. Man, I get so much love for ladies. I have nothing negative to say. They're beautiful people, and no matter what they do, I don't care if they're a mukbanger. I don't care if they just talk about TV reviews. I'm never going to belittle you about what you do. Now I stay away from drama, but some people it's if they just talking about drama about what they saw, then I have nothing to say. Yeah, I'm some things I would never do, but I'm not hating on people for doing what they do. If you talk about Dwight Howard, or you want to talk about uh, the football player that got into the physical altercation with the lady recently, that's on you. If you want to talk about Michael B. Jordan, I don't care. If you want to talk about Shazam or the Man Bill or Zack Snyder or the Avengers, I have no problem with you. You got to do you. Um, I tell you, I have a lot of fun doing this. This is nothing to me, and it's not even like painful. I enjoy any dialogue, and Lions, I enjoy you interacting with me. It's a pleasure. I wish more people would just interact with me because I could go all day as long as people ask me questions or they have something to say because I want to understand why people feel the way they feel and why they do what they do, and that's why I have so much fun talking to Beasley. He always makes me smile, and Brother Rollo makes me smile, and it's a lot of people I haven't interacted with, but it's not that. Um, I can't listen to them or have a negative opinion. Is that they're doing their own thing, and some things I just can't join in because I don't have that pain or that hatred or anger. I don't care if somebody says something I don't agree with. I have no anger. That's your opinion. I accept it. You're not coming at Charles, and even if you do, if you say Charles sucks and you just a punk butt or punks sucker or whatever, okay, I'll be that. And I'm curious. I may say you want to talk about it, come to my page and we can talk. But if you don't, it's cool. It doesn't matter. You don't got to love me. Nobody does, but I appreciate all that who do. That's my statements. So, the Lions, you got anything else you want to talk about? If not, I don't want to hold you up because I've done enough talking. Not for, I mean, not that I can't keep going, but I try not to uh, just dominate somebody else's thing. Because for me, this is extremely it's fun. And if I have something else funny to come on, I'd say it. I think, well, if Cynthia, I don't think, okay, this is my belief. Since you talked about Cynthia G, and it's not, I think that a lot of people don't. If you're a small quote unquote YouTuber, like they don't see it how I see it. So if it's not financial, like get them more exposure, they're not going to actually uh, talk to you. Like a lot of people, they want to dominate, and they this is money for them, so they try to monetize and get more exposure. For me, I would love to make $1, but it's not really that about. For me, it's more about fun, and I don't care if nobody watches. I just like the dialogue. So, but if I could dialogue and get paid for it, I would do it. So, yeah, I would love to talk to her. But it's not a who's more smart, who has more factual information. It just I would like to know you, and why can't we love each other? And it is like we know the system is foul, but if the system is foul, how do we work together to improve each other? Why don't we become economic trading partners and create our own businesses and work with each other and just try to look out for each other without hurting other people? But most people feel you got to attack people to win. And I don't want to attack. I understand defense, but I ain't trying to attack people unless I have to. That's just me, and I really don't want to attack anybody. And that's my thoughts. Thanks for asking the question, Lions. Um, Anytime you want to dialogue with me, feel free to hit me up. Anytime you want to talk. Um, 'Cause I enjoy dialogues. I really do, especially um, for people I don't know because I'm learning. It's an awesome thing. I feel really humbled, and I'm always impressed that anyone, especially you, but as anyone too, come talk to me because I'm just another person. And that's one thing that I hope never changes because I look at a lot of people and they get that air of I'm superior, and I'm not. I'm just another person who works like anybody else, who's trying to survive. But I try to have a lot of fun doing what I do, and hopefully I made you smile. You made me smile, and for everybody who watched, have a great day, and check out some of my old stuff. Maybe something, even if it pisses you off. So Charles, why'd you say it? And I'll tell you because some stuff I just say because I'm silly. All right, I'm gonna end this because I've been having too much fun, and I want to let people get free. I think I'm gonna go do some sit-ups and something else, maybe some curls and pull downs. Yeah, that's what I do. Get myself in shape, stay sexy for the ladies. All right. uh, uh, Thanks. I just try to be me. I don't. I'm gonna steal something that I heard Brother Rom says. I listen to Rom a lot. Um, I just want to be me, and I want to be a part of any group that likes me, but I want to be an individual. And a lady friend of mine says I'm a GDI, so that's how I think about myself. But I love to associate with my brothers, and I don't hate my sisters. I think life is great. I'm just trying to learn. And Brother Lion, I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody else too. Because I try never to diminish nobody, but it's a pleasure. You make me want to keep on talking, and I will if you want. But really, I want to go hit the weights and just relax, and then hop on Spider Man and let GK kick my butt. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. I got to run before you ask me another great question, and I'll be stuck here for 2 hours because I want to answer. I want to answer. Oh man, this has been real cool. I'm telling you, you don't even know. Enjoying myself. For anybody else is here, thanks again. I'm always humbled. I love you all. I feel great, and today could be it. So I appreciate the day. All right, take care, people.